free to belch or fart or whatever on your videos, because that's you and that's funny.
Hey guys, it's Gary with V-Town Vapes. Don't mind my fiance with her burping, belching, and farting things. At any rate, tonight we're talking about the ZNA 50 clone. I enjoy this clone, but there's quite a few issues with it. First off, it's got no step down. So that when I say that, I mean if you put a mod or not a mod, an atomizer on here, if you go down to the 7 watts that it will let you supposedly vape at, it's firing at around 20 watts, no matter what you put on it. It will not step down below, I think, like 3.3 volts. So that can be a turn off. So it's not truly a 50 watt mod because you don't get the full range of 50 watts. It depends on what you've got on it. Right now I've got a Limo on it at about a 0.9 build, and if I put it down to 7 watts, it's firing at about 20 watts, 22 watts. I don't have all the technological equipment like Phil Basardo and anything like that, but I can tell you that I can go up and keep moving it, and it stays the same till I get to about 22 watts. When I move it up from there, I start to notice the difference. Now if I took this to 50 watts on the Limo, it's going to dry burn, it's going to hurt, and I'm not going to do it. Couple other issues that I've had with it are the battery life. I don't think I should be trusting the battery indicator. I think the battery life is probably better than I think it is, but this battery indicator is not indicative of what the battery really is. I can take this battery off when it shows me it's almost empty, and it will actually show when I go to charge it that it's still 50 to 60% charged. But I do, however, feel as if I'm getting a voltage drop, that I'm not getting that power anymore. Other than that, all the chip itself seems to work great. It works just like the DNA chip. All the functionality is the same. The button fires every time. I like that. It comes also with a 18500 tube. Twisted 420 touched on this. If you look at that, this top cap, you have to adjust every time you put a different atomizer on here, and it's a pain in the ass. I don't know why they don't just put a spring-loaded connection on here. The battery connection itself inside here is actually spring-loaded. So I could take this top cap off and push the actual battery cover, and actually I'm going to show you that because I don't know why the hell they didn't just put a spring-loaded connection on here. It's retarded. But if you look inside here, that piece right there is spring-loaded. I'm sure you can't see it with my fat finger in the way. But honestly, it's like, really, why would you do that and not put a spring-loaded connector in the top of this? It makes no sense. They put all the work into the top of the battery rather than the connector, which is what fucking matters. I don't understand that shit. You know, it's like, really, people, get your shit together. Let's not ass backwards engineer things. So now I've got this, and I don't really want to fuck with it because it's a pain in the ass. Now if that was spring-loaded, that would go right down and everything would be perfect. But it's not, so it is what it is. I think for $69 as opposed to $300 is what I paid for it, so I guess I could, you know, take an extra second to flush everything up. That's fine. I also want to talk about the Limo a little bit. I really like this thing. It's got great flavor, great vapor production. And I don't know, maybe it's just the one I got, but this son of a bitch leaks. I tighten the airflow up, I loosen it up, and it leaks. And there's a reservoir in here, which is a great idea, but the problem is, it shouldn't leak in the first place. So you tilt it, you're hoping it's like your Atlantis that never leaks. I mean, you could throw that thing, you know, do a whirlwind, throw it through a tornado, you're not going to get a leak out of it. This thing leaks all the time. That pisses me off. Other than that, it's, you know, it vapes nice. You know, it's nice looking. It's a little big, 23 millimeter instead of 22 millimeter. So it's a little big on everything you put it on if you got 22 millimeter mods. But it doesn't look horrible. But it's also very tall. So if you like short things, like most girls don't, you probably really like this because it's long. And it's black too. This one. Anyway, let's take a vape on it and see how this thing works. Right now we are at 22 watts. Now we're going to go ahead and turn it up to, let's go to 40. And hopefully I don't burn my lungs, because every once in a while you get a dry hit. Alright, here we go. Oh, no, wait, I lied. That's 35 watts. We're going to 40. I can't lie to you. I'll even show you when I'm done, because I just lied to you. So here we are, 40 watts on a 1 ohm coil, according to this. And as always, vape on, bitches. And as always, really.